Hello there guys, my name's Sam and today we are going to be playing a little bit of Mega Obby Parkour today. Well, I like to call it Mega Obby Parkour because I love doing a little bit of parkour. But I've had an adventurous day today, as this is the day when recording this in present time. I just received my brand new GTA Mega Chair, and then my mum decides to blow up the house with electrics. So I've tried to have a bit of a productive day, but it's really been not so productive. And I love GTA Mega, but they use the worst delivery system. I'm sorry, GTA Mega, I love you, but parcel for this is so bad. It took them literally somewhere. I read that it's 24 hours shipping. Don't know where I read it, but I read it from somewhere. Oh no, sorry. I got sent a text saying that it would come on the 19th, yeah? And then, this is totally Parcel Force's fault. This is not GTA Mega's fault. Just like to point that out there massively. But Parcel Force go, right, it's going to come on the 19th. And then on the 19th, they say, oh, sorry, it's delayed. Yeah, unfortunately, it has to come tomorrow. Well, the way they put it is, if it doesn't come today, and if it's a Saturday or Sunday, it won't come until Monday. So it will only come the next business working day. Well, obviously, it would have been the 20th. Didn't come that day. And then they just said, well, to be precise, they didn't say anything. They didn't text me saying, oh yeah, by the way, it hasn't come today. It's not coming today. We do apologise. They didn't say nothing. I looked on the tracking online. It says it was close, relatively close to me in a warehouse, basically. And so I was just like, right, okay. So I didn't say nothing. I tweeted GTO Mega, being like, oh yeah, you know, when's it coming? And then all of a sudden it pops up, and I'm just like, well, all of a sudden it then, like in a few days time, it's like I just asked for it, and they're just like, yeah, here you are, and I was like, okay, thanks. But yeah, so I tweeted GTO Mega originally, being like, oh, when is it actually being released? Obviously, this is the brand new one. This is the 2020 edition, the one what I've got. As it was a pre-order, what I did, like an idiot, instead of just ordering one outright. But yeah, anyway, so it's the 21st day, and I got a text saying, oh yeah, we do apologise about the delay. It will be delivered by 11 AM. I was just like, okay. When the guy came, I said, oh, is this your first delivery? And there's just like, yeah, I've had to drive quite a while for my first delivery. I was just like, yeah, it's because it's been delayed 3 days, basically. Well, delayed. It's 24-hour shipping, and they decided to wait 2 days. And he was just like, yeah, they do that. I was like, well, but at least they have a system of, if it is stupidly delayed. Obviously, you know, like shipping is like ridiculous for it, like everything. Obviously, it's quite heavy. So you can only guess how much shipping is like. Here we go. But yeah, that's the story of my new GTA Mega Chair. Just like to point out, it's a lot nicer. So I didn't have a chair beforehand, so I was using like a wooden chair. It's vile. Can I do it? Fuck, I think I can. Yeah, I can. But yeah, I was using a wooden chair, and it wasn't doing my back any good. Like when I was streaming for long periods of time, like this is me being 100% honest, my legs would start to go numb, and I'd start to not even be able to feel my legs. And it got to a, well, when I ordered it, I just started streaming. So when I started streaming, I actually was streaming for a lot longer. And that's the thing is, I kind of set a ish schedule now, because I was basically told, as long as you start at the same time every day what you stream, you're fine. But like, as long as, well, I feel like I can probably stream a bit longer, but like most of the times I'd kind of be like, oh yeah, I've got to go. When literally the only reason was because my legs were actually killing me. Like once I had to take like a 10-minute break. Literally I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and all that. But I was literally just walking around the whole time because I literally I couldn't stand, like I couldn't sit down without it like hurting. And I haven't had that feeling once today. I guess because of how it is and all this like the springs and all that. Well, not the springs, but like the elastic thing. Oh, oops. I just remembered my computer's in quiet mode. Maybe I should turn it into production mode, as that's what I call it. When I'm doing anything YouTube stream related, I have a mode on my Corsair link called production. Hey, look at what level we are. But yeah, so it basically decreases one of the fans, so it isn't sucking as much air out the back, and increases all the front ones, so more air's being sucked up through the CPU cooler, and it's not being like starved off fresh air, if that makes sense. As that's colours, as that's one of like biggest issues. Oh, is it? Oh, right, okay. What was happening? But I'm not gonna lie, at the moment, I was a bit scared that it was gonna get too hot, because basically I changed my setup so that I could put my monitor in a different place, because I've just ordered a new stand for 2 of my monitors. So one of my monitors, what I'm gonna the one, I have 3 monitors. One of them I'm gonna keep where it is, but I basically have 2 speakers what I didn't use, and I've just put them like cone to cone type of thing, just so I can put a monitor on top of it. Until like I find it, like until I get a new monitor, because that monitor is a bit old now, so it doesn't need any special treatment, like. But until I get another one of the monitors, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a new 27-inch, but I want a 177 hertz one. I'm just kind of gonna splash out on a monitor what's gonna last me, and if that makes sense. Like, there's no point buying a cheap home monitor what isn't gonna last. It's not gonna be up to date. It's gonna be horrible to sit there watching. Like, I think it will just be nice just to have a nice monitor. That's basically it. But it obviously just costs money. Oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna do one at a time. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh, I'm just going for it. Right, I'm just gonna go for it. Give me a second. Here we are. There we are. Here we are. Can only guess I'm using that cheeky little glitch there. But yeah, until I get that, I'm gonna probably like, because once I get that, I'm gonna put the monitor what I'm looking at right now, my main monitor, where the monitor what I don't use is gonna be. So the monitor on my right hand side is gonna be one what has an arm on it, because that's a touch screen. And when and also my boom arm for my microphone is kind of like in the way 24/7. But once, because I think my touchscreen's only like 24 or 25 inches. So it'll like, as long as it's like at the same height as my 27-inch one, I feel like that's gonna work fine, if that makes sense. Also, loads of people have been asking me why I don't want to why when you go into my Twitch at the moment, it says, oh yeah, I have 3 monitors, but they're not labeled, and it is simply because of the fact that the touchscreen monitor I use for work, as I'm well, when I do lighting design, I use it for that, for festivals, for big theatre shows. You know, people, when they're paying you a decent amount of money, so you want to do a really good job for them. But just bear in mind that I didn't buy it intended for this, because it's a touchscreen. When you use it with lighting desks, it makes life a lot easier having 2 touchscreens and a bigger one having 2 pages open. Like, once you use one, you can't not use it. It interferes with your programming time, and it helps your programming time, because using 2 pages, you can have all your groups of fixtures on 1 page. Or if you want to diagnose problem, you can do it like quite easily. Have the output thing on and go on the other screen, and individually put up all the channels, as that's helped out before. As someone linked to without telling me, and yeah. But anyway, but yeah, it's quite expensive. We'll just put it like that. It's 10-point screen, so you can put 10 figures on it all at once, and it will register every single one. And it's by iYama. I think iYama is the one. I think that's the how you say it. Something like that. Yeah, it's basically, I didn't want to, like, because like obviously everything on it already is quite expensive. I didn't want to kind of put loads of stuff on there, because everyone will be like, oh well, you know, like, why have you got really expensive stuff like where you don't need it? Because I didn't want to have to keep explaining to people that I need it for the real life job what I do. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll check what level I am on here. I am on level 1516. I think that makes me in the top 0.5% of people in the whole of the world. What is actually really cool to think about. So you guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you do smash that like button and that subscribe button. Maybe go check out my Twitch channel or my Discord. Even check out my Twitter if you wanna. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna leave you to it. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.